So this travel video is going to be a little different than ones we've filmed before because quite frankly, Marrakesh was such a different experience than we usually have while we travel. If you are new to this channel, we just spent the last 3 days driving over 16 hours and camping in the Sahara Desert. We are picking you up at Ouarzazate, where we finish off the final leg of our 20-hour road trip through Morocco. Good morning! We're returning the car and
thank God.
The whole time it feels like it's gonna fall apart. It doesn't reverse, it doesn't really shift gears well. Like, we're happy to get it returned and enjoy Marrakesh, so let's go. That's where we stayed.
We were the only guests.
Now we're on the road, headed back to Marrakesh. Woo! There's bikes, there's people passing in front of ongoing cars.
There's semi-trucks that'll come right at you.
It's crazy. It's dangerous. It's Morocco. Okay, we saw a car that had a little espresso machine, so we're going back for some java. This will be our first like pullover stop in Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very good. Very good. We got our coffee.
And the car almost didn't start.
It almost did not start. He also gave us water.
They said they come from up there in a very small village to sell coffee on the side of the road.
It's mountain coffee. Cheers, babe. That is so awesome.
That is awesome.
So pulling back into the rental car company that we were scammed from, we were very much on guard.
Give the coin, give the coin.
I'm sorry, we gotta go. We gotta go. Bye. Why he...
I know.
When we were trying to turn it back in, they were trying to tell us that the car was dirty and all this, but we had video and pictures of it.
Everything is fine, just the car is not clean.
What?
Not clean, the car is not clean.
Unfortunately, this was just the beginning of the struggles that we had in Marrakesh.
علي عندك سيري ليه؟ واش بغيت تزور عليه؟ واش تضربك؟ واش حماقتي ولا مالكي؟
We're gonna see how this goes.
We're here at least. Do you want to update them on what happened?
We're at the airport and we're white and we look like tourists. We have a bunch of bags. So clearly we're an easy target. So we go ask for a taxi, which we already know. We're like very aware of being on guard, like knowing that they're gonna give us a really high price.
Yeah.
So they give us a price and it was like ridiculous. We're like, no, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we go to walk away and they're like, okay. So we walk away, it was bad vibes. Then we go to a different part of the airport and we get somebody that was like, seemed a little sketchy at first, but we're like, do you speak English? He's like, oh yeah. And then we like bring him over there, we declare a price before we get in the car, before we put our bags in the car. We get in the car, I'm trying to make small talk. I'm like, oh, have you been busy? And he's like, yeah. Clearly speaks no English. And then he's like pulling over on the side of the road, like asking other people if they know where our place is. But he drives right next to a bunch of other taxi cabs. So we're like, wait, why are you not driving us? Because it made it seem like he was gonna take our shit out and put us in another car. And we're like, no, why are you not driving us? And then this other guy's like, no, it's okay, he's just asking for directions. He's gonna drive you.
Like, we're on edge this whole time.
Yeah, we're like stressed. So then he's like, okay, I can get you as far as I can, but the roads are too small and you're not allowed to have cars down these roads, which was real. There really was only donkeys. And motorbikes. But then we get out of the taxi and there's like these people that just jump in your face all of a sudden. They're like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? And we made the mistake of telling them where we're going. We did say we know where we're going, but then we said like where we were going, even though we know where we were going. So then they just like start walking in the direction that you are going. And we're like, no, we're not going to pay you to help us. We know where we're going. And they're like, yeah. It's okay. Famous words. It's okay. And then they like walk us in circles. They don't even know where they're going. They're picking up people along the way, being like, oh, do you know where this is? Do you know where this is? By the time we're done, we literally have like 3 or 4 people that we're like following, even though we're following our Google Maps that we know where we're going. And we get there and they're like, oh yeah, Americans are so nice, 100 dirham.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, then they call us Hannah Montana. And they're like, Americans are so nice. It would be so nice for 100 dirham. I wasn't gonna give them any, but they saw that I got change from the taxi because they freaking swooped right at the taxi. And so then I'm like, I only have 50. Like I literally only have 50. They're like head in the door of the hotel that we're staying at.
Begging.
Yeah, they're like, madam, you would be so nice for 100. We brought you all the way here. We're like, we didn't ask for your help. We told you we weren't gonna pay you. And also, I literally only have 50, so it's either this or nothing. I was like, you can either take this and go away, or you can walk away right now. And then finally, they went away with the 50. As soon as they jumped into our taxi, we were painfully aware of what was happening, and we knew that they were going to expect money from us. I forgot to mention that the taxi driver literally hit a human. He hit a human.
Welcome to America.
I'm gonna sip this tea and I'm gonna breathe. I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm very grateful to have a calm spot to stay. I don't know if we're gonna go out tonight. I just don't know if I can. We might go hungry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we kind of knew that transferring with our bags in Marrakech was going to be kind of a bigger ordeal, because obviously you look like you're traveling, you look like you just arrived and that you don't know.
Up until this point, all of that being said, we were still trying to have a really positive attitude about Marrakech.
Okay, we had to brave it and go out. As much as we wanted to hobbit and just like not go out, we knew that we had to. And then the guy the place that we're staying, he was like, oh yeah, I'll walk you a few blocks. Gave us a few recommendations, and then we kind of walked around a little bit just to get the vibe. Definitely still demeaning and condescending men, specifically.
Asking us to fuck them, quote unquote.
Yeah, direct quote was, oh, can you please fuck me? I'm like, you're disgusting. But now we're eating food. I got this, it's called a Moroccan salad with herb. It's basically like pico de gallo. Somehow it's like extra fresh. And then we got couscous, which Morocco is known for.
Couscous tahine.
Yeah.
With veggies, garbanzo, and then a really good sauce.
Yeah, so we're just kind of like debriefing and like going over what we went through today.
Okay, we just got back from dinner. It was honestly good. We navigated the streets better than we thought. We were super aware. People are still weird, but you know, this is Marrakech. We know what to expect. Okay, good morning from Marrakech. Today, we're gonna try to have a better day than yesterday here. Yesterday was really rough, so.
Okay, breakfast is here. I will say Marrakech does breakfast the best ever, anywhere I've ever been, honestly. So coffee, some hot milk, sugar, fresh breads that are literally made like a block away, if not one step away, crepe, and then spreads for the bread, so like olives, like olive oils and honeys, jams, nut butters, teas, some seasonings for the eggs.
We made it. We made it. We made it. Honestly, if it wasn't for the help of the last place we stayed, the guy
oh my gosh, he is amazing.
we will link the booking.com, because if you come here, he was seriously so great.
He made our experience in Marrakech like,
yeah,
so far. Now we're like feeling hopeful about it and like excited about our time here now, and like honestly, his hospitality really just struck a chord with me.
Yeah, like he like called the next people we were staying with and like communicated with them for someone to come like walk us to the next spot. Seriously, I cannot even.
Yeah, we almost booked tickets home.
Yeah,
we were like, let's just go somewhere else.
Yeah, we had to return the car to the airport, and we were sitting at the airport and we both were like, should we just leave now? Like, we're gonna stay. We did end up leaving the Riad that day. However, we did not feel comfortable walking around with any camera gear, even our phone cameras, because in Marrakech, even if you take a photo of someone's shop or a photo of them, or they're in the photo, they will expect money from you. And even having our phone out because we didn't want to look like we didn't know where we were going. We did, however, manage to get this. Finally getting some food.
Yay.
This whole pizza was
What did they deliver us?
They just knocked on the door while I was in the bath, but they knocked on the door and delivered us tea. Nighttime mint tea. Okay, we're going out this morning. It's definitely not as busy, so that is a very nice part.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided we're just gonna do it, and you just wait and see how many times we have people come up to us, they try to tell us things, or all these things. It's very, let's say obnoxious, but we're gonna do it today.
Yeah.
We're doing it. So come on.
Excuse me, one question. Just what is your smile?
No, silver.
5 types of carbon.
Use peaceful video. Oh, nice picture, huh? You know, just.
We honestly tried to get men on film calling us provocative names, but every time we'd pull the camera out or even our phones to try to sneakily get it, they wouldn't do it, which in my opinion makes it 100% worse, because that means that they are very much aware of what they're doing and they know that it's offensive and they don't want to be caught on film doing that. That just really solidified and made it painfully worse.
Some of the things that the men would call us would just be like, oh, I want to fuck you so bad. Like, oh, yeah, fuck me, please. Or like, oh, you need a good man. I can be a man. Can you want a boyfriend? Oh, hey, chicken with lemon, which confused by that, but whatever. I mean, I also got like Shakira and Lady Gaga, because my hair, you got Selena Gomez.
Hannah Montana.
I mean, and we were like, okay, that was a decent one. We're like, okay, well, you know, we can get whatever. It's not like, fuck me, please. It was the whole thing. I'm just like, honestly, it got old fast.
There was one guy that asked, are you looking for a man or are you looking for a woman?
Yeah, one of the worst ones, I mean, not like provocatively worse, is, hi, excuse me, where's your smile? Where's your smile? Where's your smile? Can you please smile for me? Oh my God, it drove us up a wall. Oh, that one gets...
Also, sometimes would escalate to the point where they would grab your hand or they would grab your arm trying to get you to come into their shop and buy things. Yeah. And there's also these women trying to sell henna. They literally grabbed my arm and started trying to put henna on my hand so that then I would have to pay them for it, because then they would be like, oh, well, I gave you a service.
Yeah.
I legit had to like rip my hand away.
These little to-go cups.
I think these are still considered Americanos.
Breakfast. This was about a few cents.
It is undeniable the beauty within the streets of Marrakesh. From the fresh mint stands, the nuts, herbs, and spices, and of course, the fresh squeezed fruit juice. Marrakesh has an unassuming artisan feel where every shop owner has perfected their craft and is bringing their best.
Thank you. Fresh squeeze. That's good.
We're feeling a lot better today.
Yeah,
we
determined that Marrakesh is going to be our bitch. And so far, she's our bitch.
Yeah.
And we feel better. We're more confident walking the streets.
The other thing that's really annoying is like, there's like everybody's like, oh, hello, yes, miss, blah, blah, blah. Like everybody's trying to get your attention. And then it's like, if you ignore them, then they make you feel bad. They're like, wow, how
you're so
rude.
You're so rude.
Yeah, it's like legit reverse psychology on steroids. Yeah. We're doing it today, and tomorrow we're going to the spa. We made it back. I think I started to get a little overheated, honestly. We're gonna try this, what they call a taco. It was $2. I'm digging the grill marks. Check this out. Both sides.
Oh my God, that sauce. These are crazy sauces.
It's definitely not like what you would think a taco is. It tastes like honey mustard. It's like literally just chicken, french fries, and sauce.
I can get behind that.
In a wrap.
The street food here has been really good. It's like when you go to a restaurant, I feel like you get more like the authentic, like that's Moroccan.
The street food, usually there's like some type of a language barrier, just a little bit, which is what I look for personally. It's like if you can't communicate properly and you can only communicate with like pictures and stuff.
And you go to places that only have signs of the prices, otherwise they'll upsell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoying a peaceful cup of coffee this morning with the birds chirping and just the beautiful green lush in this Riad. We're going to the spa today.
And it's also a cultural experience too, getting a hammam.
We're getting a hammam, which is like a traditional Moroccan scrub down.
And from what we researched, it's gonna be pretty intense.
So I'm honestly really excited for that experience. It's like the one thing I really wanted to do, and we're not completely counting out the entirety of Morocco, but Marrakech as a city is like, it's honestly
something
just,
we've never experienced before while traveling.
so we're gonna eat this bread and coffee and catch up with you later.
Hey.
We made it.
We made it to the spa. Not without any name calling or any weird looks.
Yeah, but we made it. We're gonna have our spa day.
We have a whole bunch of things happening to us. We're not sure what, but we'll let you know. Okay, we just finished. That was no words. They scrubbed every inch of your body, and then they filled 2 copper tubs right next to each other with like rose petals and bubbles, and you're just sitting in, they give you tea and cookies, and then they take you downstairs and they massage your whole body. Like I'm talking every toe, your ear, your thigh, your calf, your stomach, your back, like for a long time, for like over an hour, and then you get like a nice facial massage with like good like green tea oils, and oh my god.
I'm still
It was like over 2 hours.
We are filming the sit-down portion of the video a few weeks after leaving Marrakech, so we've had a few weeks to actually think about our experience, and what we have to say about it is this. If traveling to Marrakech, it is possible to have a really good time and to experience it in a positive light, and we did have some exquisite hospitality.
Exquisite.
From
Our hosts. Like they would really just give 110% in helping us.
Yeah.
Making us feel welcome and safe as well.
However, as soon as you walk out the door of the place that you're staying, anything is fair game.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer have that safety from your host or from your Riad or from your hotel that you're staying at. Truly, anything is fair game. Marrakesh, Morocco is a place that sees women as less. It was not until 2018 when violence against women became illegal, and even then, in order for a woman to have any protection against violence, they have to file for a criminal prosecution, which usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
A research article I read said that in a survey of Moroccan women, almost 63% of them claimed to be a victim of at least one form of violence.
One day when we were walking back to our Riad, we heard this shrieking sound of a woman like painfully screaming, like it sounded like she was like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, like getting beat up almost. And there was a guy standing outside of the door, and he just looked like so nervous. It was honestly terrifying. We were kind of like, let's go back to the Airbnb.
We absolutely hate our travel advice for Marrakesh, Morocco. And our advice is either don't go or go with a male figure. And it's super unfortunate that that's the advice that we would give people.
We were in Marrakech for about 5 days and only left our Riad a handful of times. As a tourist, there was never a time where we felt life-threatening danger. Like I never thought we were gonna get, like physically mugged or like stolen from or anything. It was just a lot of explicit name calling.
However, only being there for 5 days, by the end of it, we actually got comfortable with being degraded and talked down to. Honestly, I'm super thankful for the experience, and it really brought perspective to the articles and documentaries that we watch and read about women's rights. But if it only takes 5 days to get comfortable with being degraded every single day, it's not a place that I want to stay for long.
Why we were thrown so off guard is because I think a lot of our research we tried to solely do like women abroad kind of perspective, but I think everything we were reading, they were with a male, so maybe their experience wasn't as bad. Or also, I mean, this is also kind of during the pandemic and kind of after everything was shut down, so maybe, you know, the economic stance is way lower and everyone's kind of more like really needs more money, and so they're a little more pushy. But we couldn't really find anything on just straight up women in Marrakesh stuff. I know it's out there, but I think we just did the wrong research as well. We are grateful to have had the experience, and we're not trying to come off as like complaining at all. And we've honestly learned so much being there and just seeing the culture too. Like, I personally have never been in a Muslim country before, and it was honestly really beautiful and awesome to see their community come together every day and pray on the streets, and it was honestly really cool to see, and we respect that so much.
If you've made it to this part in the video, thank you so much for watching. Everything we said, we did not mean to offend anybody or to generalize any cultural or religious or any element of Marrakesh. At the end of the day, we were only there for 5 days, but that being said, everything that we experienced, that was our feeling, that was our emotion, that was how we felt being there as human beings. And
we know that we were the different people stepping into somebody else's culture too.
I personally feel like I am very passionate about talking out about the fact of women's rights and just treating human beings with some type of integrity. And I don't care who you are or where you're at, I personally don't feel like it is ever a cultural or religious thing to ask somebody to please fuck me. So I would like to just put that out there and say, let's be kind to each other no matter where we're at in the world. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. I love y'all.
We'll see you in our next spot,
which we're currently here right now. That's our next video. Oh my god. Peace out, y'all. If you're into this type of shit, subscribe. Damn straight. Thank you. Oh, we have more water? Oh,